Walter Kay proclaimed the new movement as well as his new mayoral candidacy during the opening ceremony of the newly renovated Kay family burial grounds, including the statue of the founder, Menard O. Kay. The symbolism is clear, a bit under the nose. Part of Kay's speech is crucial to the author's analysis. Designated a historical site in the 1960s, this crypt became a fortress of legacy, one refortified with new sarcophagi crafted with the precision of artisans and the reverence of those entrusted with eternity. Let its sanctity, shielded by law, remind all who doubt some foundations are unassailable. Kay's speech is charged with the same grassroots idea that has driven him from the start, only now it's formalized into a party ideology. It's almost on the verge of blood and soil ideology. But the blood aspect is focused on his own family, not the group as a whole. This book of analytical insight is interrupted by a series of photographs added to the edition by Botswood's Cultural and Historical Center. Huh. Let's look at the Walter and the founding members. Unlike the bearded, rugged bunch from the cover of the booklet, you see men and women both in smart ironed suits. Directed or not, most of them are looking at Walter, who is staring at Menard's statue. Ugh. Let's look at the Walter and his wife and kids. Walter is holding both Alex and Maxine on his shoulders, his wife hand in his own. You suppose this photo is meant to show Walter as the family man. Let's look at the statue. Unlike Walter on the book's cover, he's clean shaven and wearing a full suit, though cowboy style. His brows are furrowed, his eyes full of steely focus. Menard's statue gleams with the sun in the background. It was so polished during the renovations. The sarcophagus? Grim determination is set in the entirety of Walter's body, like he's saying, here I am now, here I will be for all eternity. He gives this speech. Both fists raised to the skies, mouth in a snarl, while he proclaims Rue Valley belongs to the people. Keep reading. While the pseudo grassroots militant movement was transforming itself into a political party, the state, supported by corporate capital, did not sit idly by. Milton Keynes, now an assistant chief of police, acted on Mayor Thatcher's orders and conducted a search of all former Walter Group members, hoping to find any 9 forfeited weapons. As a precaution or an additional insult, Keynes organizes the searches while Kay and his supporters were attending the family burial grounds opening. Wow. Of course, no weapons were uncovered during the search, but it severed all connections between Walter and Milton, which might have been the intended goal. In return, Kay used the search in a public relations spin and won many new voters for his movement. Wait. The burial grounds were open when the weapons disappeared? It's so obvious that you think everybody must be an idiot for not figuring it out. Better make sure I'm right. To the graveyard. Okay. The signal. What was... I don't think anything... Why was that highlighted? You've discovered that Walter's sarcophagus might hold a hidden group. Yeah. These tiny sheets reeks of old sweat mixed with fear and desperation. Too elegant for this room, let alone this house. The tall case still gleams, but its pendulum hangs still. A mostly collection of trinkets from a bygone era. All their bravado in a single bit of leather. What is this? If Deputy Cody didn't tell you this is still a functional weapon, you would have thought it only a relic. Take the weapon and examine it up close. You know it's ancient, but the cold steel feels brand new against your skin. It might be due to the perfect craftsmanship or Walter's zealous maintenance. Every part of this weapon is meticulously polished and oiled. The real challenge now will be finding the bullets for it. It could be stashed anywhere in the house if there are any. Let's check the barrel just in case. You open the barrel, and to your surprise, 3 shining bullets are waiting inside. No tricks, no weapons, just 3 live rounds in a dead gun. This means you'll have 3 chances to shoot Alice K in one loop. Maybe make sure you aim straight, because if not, your stomach burns with a vivid reminder of what will happen if you don't. But how will you learn to use the gun with only 3 bullets inside and mere minutes until the loop ends? You do not have infinite loops at your disposal. Wait, you do have infinite loops at your disposal, but a mere thought of all the countless times you have to run to this place only to fire 3 rounds, there must be another way. There we go. So we have options right now.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
Yeah, not like I have a choice.
Mr. Harrow, and we'll surely, but for now,
I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, however, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few.
No questions.
All right, then. You should go and check.
All right. Thank you. Let's go.
Come on, you thief!
Alice K the paranoid maniac with the gun, listening to music. I don't know why it popped up. That's true. First, let's wait.
I'll
Save.
break you open if I have to.
Graveyard. All right. Come on. A little plaque sits in the corner, Alexander Walter K. 1986 to Maxine. Wow, they already have their plots. Philip, 1913 and 1967. Husband, father, son. Menard, I'm guessing. Lucretia, 1881 and 1958. Beloved wife, mother, and grandmother. 1881. I'm guessing Menard's wife. All right. Eleanor, wife and mother. 1917. I'm guessing that is 1917 to 1949. Hey, who's? Oh, you must be Philip's wife. Maybe. Next. Oh, that's not that. There's this one. All right, there's nothing else here, obviously. Oh yeah, the same thing. Wait, can I not? Okay, there we go. The style is simple, but the face is carved with startling detail. You feel the dead eyes on you, watching, judging. The minor stern expression makes you want to salute them. You almost do, but there are saner ways to show respect. At the base of the statue, a plaque is sturdy, some letters fading but still legible. In remembrance of the miners who lost their lives in the tragic accident beneath the earth they labored upon. They labored. Upon the earth, we honor their rest. They will forever remain in our hearts. The date is mostly gone, only the year remains, 1994. At the bottom sits the Apex logo. This was probably an Apex or trying to appease an angry, grieving community. Of course, classier PR stunt. They'll remember and honor the fallen until the next accident or until they leave the valley, whichever comes first. Oh, wait, that's not it then. Wait, am I missing something? That's not it. Hmm. Hmm. Where was... Oh, Walter's grave, still green with hunger for his body, turned cadaver. You're sure that Walter hid the weapons cache in his grave, but the sarcophagus looks sealed. Take a closer look at the sarcophagus. Remarkable craftsmanship, even after 40-something years of exposure to desert sun and sand. Then your eyes fall on the two side handles. One of them already seems turned. Pull the other handle. Grime and dust have almost caked the handle shut, but with another push, it cracks open. Push the lid. And you revealed a cornucopia of death and destruction. Rifles, pistols, revolvers. Some weapons you don't even know the name of. Ammo clips, dynamite sticks, detonators, bulletproof vests, helmets, enough weapons to arm an army. Surprisingly, most of the weapons seem to be in decent enough condition. You see few traces of rust. Ooh, if I had one of this on when Alex shot me, look at one of the armored vests. Like a wounded animal, your mind instantly recoils from the thought. You're not ready to dwell on the pain. Not yet, at least. Best of you to get a firearm. Grab a pistol. To your lawman's eyes, this seems like a 9mm standard movie issue. Not in ideal conditions, but it won't blow your hands off, you think. Luckily, there's plenty of ammo clips around. Guess it's practice time. The pistol feels wrong in your hands and very different from a Norris revolver. Grab the firearm with both hands, thrust it far out in front of you. You spread your legs wide, just like the police officers do in movies. Your whole body burns with the effort of the simple exercise. All these years behind the keyboard took their toll. At least both the rear and the front sights of the pistols are aligned with your eyes. That should help you aim. Should. At least you can hold the weapon somewhat competently. Still, you know little or less about actual shooting with it. Practice makes perfect, I guess. Lucky for you, this location is ideal for target practice. There's not a living soul around, and you're far away from prying eyes. What will you shoot at? You'll need to improvise a shooting range with some targets. The gravestones are all around me, but there's no need to set them up. And there's no need to set them up. And why not? The loop will reset the damage anyway. Shoot, then wait 10 seconds before shooting again. 10 actual seconds. 10. 10. 10. Okay. You really think anybody will hear you or care about what's happening in the middle of the deadly silence? The good side of this approach is that it gives you time to get a company to recoil. During the first shot, the pistol jerks from your grip, like a serpent desperate to escape. But after each subsequent shot, you feel the recoil less and less. Sadly, your first shot missed utterly. Second, the same. Third, as well. But the fourth bullet, it missed everything as well. If this continues on, I'm more likely to end up shooting myself. With that attitude, yes. Let's continue again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The fifth bullet shatters the edge of a headstone. See, you were worried about nothing. Shitty job so far. Seems like you'll have to practice and practice and practice. Yes, you've nicked the target, but a glancing shot is not a hit. And you have a feeling that a Graves Alex K will still shoot a gaping hole in your stomach. Maybe the first time was that bad because of the stance you assumed? Yeah, sharpshooters stand like that for a reason. All right, let's do this again. Shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's faster. Miss after miss after miss. It's even worse than the first time. Despite even their size, all the gravestones are whole. They will take even longer than you hoped for. Only a montage can save me now. If the loop didn't reset everything by now, you would be surrounded by a mountain of shell cases. Let's see what have you learned. Fire at the targets. All right, you've come a long way. You feel like the pistol is an extension of your hand, but deep down, a worm gnaws at you. You're sure it's a false self-confidence coming from the dopamine hit of success. Hook self-realization sinks in, deep into your mind. You've trained yourself to shoot another human being, to cause pain as terrible as you suffered, maybe even death. But are you truly ready for that? Is it normal I'm freaking out a bit? Perfectly normal. It's a stress-soaked cocktail of performance anxiety, knowledge that the action will cause harm, and the uncertainty of whether the message will really be worth it. You can only hope that it is. Yet, whatever reason you tell yourself is the driving force behind this, you'll have to live with the experience. The time loop resets everything around you, but it won't erase the memory of you shooting or even killing a living, breathing person. And here's the worst part. If you don't find the way out of the loop, you'll be stuck with that forever, shooting him for nothing. Again, are you truly ready for that? No, but I have no choice. Off you go now. The sooner this is done, the better. The fact that it brought me here this quick annoys me. Off you go. The sooner this is done, the better. Here you are. Your entire body is covered in goosebumps in anticipation of the inevitable. What you plan to do is horrible, but you know you never ever want to experience that pain again, and you'll do whatever you must to prevent it from happening. Knock on Alex's door and aim your weapon.
Pops?
Your hand trembles the second or
What's the
years.
password for today?
It's me. No answer, other than the barely audible noise of shuffling feet, and then dozens of locks clicks tell you Alex is coming any moment now. This is shoot 'em. Fire a warning shot next to him to show him you mean business. As the slowest movement in your life passes you by, his eyes open wide with utter terror, and he missed you. You have more luck than brains or guts. Now shoot him before he slips one of the two on the floor. Shoot him. Alex is back in his room. Shoot Alex K. Wailing with the pain of staying alive. Luckily, he dropped his weapon, so you don't have to LARP as a commando getting in. Go into the room. He's trapped in the shell of his own shock and pain. Then he sees you.
No. Please spare me.
What's the password? This is it. The result of your endeavor, a wounded, frightened man on the floor, blood pooling around him. Do you feel proud? No. Even so, this image will stay with you, a testament to how far you're willing to go. What now? Time is running out, and you have to start listening to the message. Otherwise, all of this will be for naught. Shut up, and I won't kill you. I just need your radio equipment.
I'll be quiet. Do whatever you have to.
No. Wait, why do I not? What is happening here? Am I railroaded into doing this? Makes sense, but why the map isn't here? Whatever. Several devices sit on the desk, most of them looking hopelessly out of date. Some vaguely remind you of your childhood. Others are archaic and peculiar. They feel plucked from a vintage sci-fi serial. You have no idea what to do, but you better act fast. You don't want to have to go through all this ever again. Look at the large metal box. The one shiny finish of the device front panel has been dulled up half a century of dust and fingerprints. The rotary knobs are labeled with mysterious letters and numbers, some labels faded into near illegibility. There's no way you could ever figure out how to use any of this before the loop ends. Look at the cables. A handful of fabric braided cables snake between the different machines. Several sections are wrapped with mismatched tape. Electrical black tape, masking tape with scribbled labels, and a strip of copper foil that seems intended as extra shielding. You trace most of the frayed cables behind the desk and into the back of the PC tower. It seems the computer is the heart of the entire setup. Perhaps you don't even need to reverse engineer Alexander's analog wizardry piece by piece. If you can access whatever programs he's running on the desktop, you may be able to control the receiver directly and tune into the signal without fiddling with ancient dials. Look at the monitor. The flat panel glows with a dark themed desktop, immediately revealing that Alex is running an alternative operating system. Hopefully, you won't have to use command line prompts. A browser tab is open. Pause mid-typing. The URL bar reads xenotheories.net/forum, and you can just make out the half-written post title. Why are 1983 Lantern Clouds? Why the 1983 Lantern Clouds are no time for this. View other running applications. An instance of WavePa version 3.4.1 is open, but the music is paused. Unminimizing a window reveals a list of tracks by some obscure artists. Check the icons on the desktop. Among random documents in games, you have no time to check right there. Right now, you'll see a stylized satellite dish icon labeled Freakmaster. This might be the software interface for the receiver. Run Freakmaster. No, it's freak. I'm gonna say freak. The like frequency. The program boots with a flicker of terminal code, then resolves into a simple interface. A list of save frequency and decryption presets on the left, a waveform display on the right, and status indicator blinking beneath it. Signal strengthening description module and error rate. Judging by their names, the preset seems to be made by Alex. Half of them are just cryptic, the other half borderline insane. You scroll through the list. Click on the. Ooh, okay. Click on the beacon. The speaker cackles to life. You hear the faint hiss of a poorly tuned receiver and a voice that sounds like it's filtered through gravel and static. Oh, and so they keep us in the light. They think the light illuminates, but it only blinds. It blinds you to the shape of the shape of the cage. You look at the bars and see only empty space. You hear the lock click and call it music. The patterns are everywhere. Once you learn to see in the dark, the same symbols in the corporate logos, the same intervals in the pop songs, the same narrative on every screen, synchronized, a frequency of control. They think we're receivers, passive and obedient. But a receiver can be returned, a signal can be jammed. Remember that when the world starts to make perfect sense, that's when you know you're listening to their transmission. Seek the static and find the gates between the channels. That's where the truth hides, not in the message, but in the silence they are so desperate to fill. Keep your eyes on the sky, but your ears to the ground. The signal is weakening. I can feel it. They can feel it. That's why the noise is getting louder. That doesn't seem to be connected to core destiny, or is it? No time for this. Red information. Does red denote Mars or coral in core destiny? Let's hear it. After a long, high-pitched tone, an unnerving, synthetic child's voice begins speaking. Okay. Nope. A number station. Okay, enough. What? Corsair cache. The radio explodes with music the moment the frequency locks in. It's not the clean stream of an internet radio station, but the raw lo-fi and warped at the edges. The track is all abrasive energy, a sonic assault that feels both chaotic and precise. CD comms. Could CD be short for Core Destiny? Let's find out. You listen for a few seconds, but if there's anything here, it's hidden in deep noise. No, it has to be. Continue listening. Wait, it sounds like a female voice is emerging from the noise. With every second, it becomes more clear.
It's 19 degrees, but I'm sweating like a pig. And no, it's not only because I'm nervous.
Is that Judy?
Listen, it's her. No time for being unconscious now.
Wait, why am I unconscious?
Come on, Frank. Open your eyes. On your feet. Silly questions will have to wait.
Who knew that these moments would be so hard? They would feel so long. I can't stop myself from rethinking everything. My whole life. From insignificant details to major decisions. All of which led me right here. So close to home.
Rescue Judy. Judy, it's you. I'm going to find you.
I told you it's her. But first, you need to open your eyes. Come on. Cock-a-doodle-doo, buddy.
Open your eyes. What is happening?
At least I'll have the best possible view, right? After so many months of just endless, rolling emptiness dotted with distant, uncaring stars, the planet feels surreal.
Judy, you're here?
You idiot. She was here all along. Sitting on that payload adapter waiting for you. Calling you. It was no accident you came right here. Even if you only realize it now.
Pause. Punctured lung, severe bleeding, crushed leg bones, broken arms. What is happening with Frank? This is Frank. Arrogant, dramatic, impatient, reckless, unable to scream, can't sing, trouble staying awake, no walk, only crawl, unable to pick up items, can't play guitar.
And all the while they tried to stop you. First your sister, then that scrawny loser. But now that you've gotten rid of them both, it's only you and Judy. And me.
Just a blue and white disc against the darkness. It looks so small, like I can just pluck it out of the universe with my fingers, put it in my pocket, and keep it forever.
Judy, can you hear me?
I don't think so. You're too far away.
I never imagined my homecoming like this. I was never good with words. I thought I would have more to say. But just seeing Earth, knowing that everything and everybody I love is down there. Thinking about the warm sunlight on my skin and the smell of wet grass and the whipping of the wind leaves me breathless. Literally.
This is freaking depressing. Start crawling towards her despite your condition. Don't fix Anita's car.
Though all is said and done now, the computer notified me I'm within short range. Yeah, all messages would be sent automatically, but since I'm still here, why not do it in person? Say a bit more. I can't hear you, Starbase 1. I was never able to fix the long-range comms, but you can hear me. I'm transmitting all my recorded messages now. Not like I care anymore how much power it'll drain, right? Anyhow, it's getting harder to speak.
You stop crawling.
So, I'll stop. Judy, out.
She's gone. Why is she gone?
No, Judy, come back.
Guiding light, mission log, day 2. Commander Resnick recording. You know this already, Starbase One, but let's be thorough for the record and all that.
Quick! Don't lose her again.
Judy, I'm coming. Crawl towards her. He's hallucinating.
While performing a Transmars injection, the main engines went offline. Neither the crew nor ship's automated systems were able to identify the cause, so in consultation with the CEO and Mission Control, we opted for me to perform an exploratory EVA.
Wait. Something's different. She sounds so distant now. Is she afraid?
Don't worry, I'm coming to save you. Continue crawling. Just let him make it
Moments
toward.
out of the airlock, the ship was rocked by cascading explosions, and I'm still not sure what went wrong, but my working hypothesis is that the injection system suffered a catastrophic failure. The only reason I'm still alive and not blown to bits or into the endless vacuum is my jetpack. I was able to reach and undock the landing module with an emergency override before the ship was torn apart. Mission specialists Wolf and Hobb are presumed dead.
Fuck! The battery's dying! Hurry up! You have to save her!
Hang on, Judy.
Since most of our TMI was completed, I'm still en route to Mars, albeit on an altered trajectory thanks to the push from the explosions. I have yet to calculate my approach angle. Most of the lander's equipment is intact and functioning, excluding the long-range comm. 2 out of 10 solar panels have also suffered significant damage. I will regret that loss.
No, don't die. Don't die. I'm coming for you. I love you.
I love you too, Frank.
What? What is happening?
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
What just happened? If you ever wondered how it feels to be in someone else's shoes, now you know. Look at the doctor. His bushy eyebrows judging you as they always do. The loop did reset as it always does. That was Frank. Exactly. There's no chance anyone could have survived those injuries. And that was Judy, wasn't it? Could she be alive? But the state Frank was in, you're not sure if she was really there. But that was definitely her voice you heard on that radio. How could this be? The accident happened years ago. It's impossible to know without the rest of that message. But you made sure to catch the signal at the earliest possible moment, and it sounded like there's only noise before it. You even shot a man to do it. Indeed, I did. You're slowly running out of options. I felt what he felt. Think about it. You both defied the loop in some way or another. And the vision you just had, it only further proof that he is the ticket out of here. I don't recognize the place from the vision. That's because you've never been there. I thought I've been everywhere already. Have you? I have not. I have not gone to the tunnel.
Mr. Harrow?
Yes, sorry, but I have to go now.
Mr. Harrow, please.
Man. Okay, Judith. Judith died during the Guiding Light mission. We know that. Frank. He died as a result of a car crash somewhere in Rue Valley. Next to space debris. How does that feel? Now that you know what needs to be done to reach Alex's radio equipment, though, you never want to do the deed again. Once was one time too many. Besides, you've heard all that is to hear. Did we really? The signal. Frank was listening to the message broadcasted from space by his partner. All right, this is the only one left. You had a vision, a flashback of Frank. He collapsed somewhere in the desert around some space debris. You have to find him. Hold. Let's see. Now he's out there in the desert next to some kind of space-looking thingamajig, part of a rocket or something. How remarkably vague and yet oddly specific. I have to find him. Begin the quest for montage. I don't want to do this. Crap. Search everywhere.
Well, there's a whole mess of scrap metal littering in the desert. Dozens, hundreds? Hell if I know.
Yeah, but this one's really big, and there's an antenna on it, and the Gora Destiny logo stretch across the side.
Listen, you can't even turn around without that damn logo staring back at you, usually with some tech gizmo on it. Ain't no telling what you're after.
I really want to go back to... I want to find Walter.
Space debris? What do you know about that? They sent you to keep tabs on me, didn't they? Didn't they? You think you're real slick, don't you? But ain't no scrawny-ass poser gonna screw me over.
Calm down.
Shut the fuck up and stand right there. I'm gonna call Cousin Cody. You got some real explaining to do.
Back off. Now.
Calm down.
No handouts. You want something? Earn it.
Stare at her blankly.
What did I say? Back off.
Nothing here, not a damn thing. Or at least nothing discriminable. Just empty space, the kind that holds no trace on the one above. It's somewhere. Just gotta keep looking. Guess the desert hasn't vaporized your last drop of optimism. Space debris? Not sure what you're getting at, Mr. Harrow. Ooh, you mean those core Destiny rocket bits? You know, ever since they started raining, standard property insurance turns into something but standard. Tons of forms, word clauses, endless back and forth. So yeah, just like that orbital junk, we just dropped it. But I wouldn't worry about that. It's not like we're in any real danger. I've read online that the chances of a cow taking you out are way higher than like getting hit by lightning. How cool is that? Of course, as usual, Riley, you're no help. If you actually had it, your pedometer would probably either blow a fuse or throw in the towel, and just lie. Any particular reason for ditching the wheels, voluntary car sacrifice, or... It helps me think. Slower pace equals nope. When everything else fails, follow your feet. If you say so. Jason should know.
With me, Mr. Harrow?
Just not.
Mr. Harrow, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
I'm sure we'll be coming back to it, but I have a question for you if you don't mind.
Oh? By all means, ask away.
You've been around these parts for quite some time, right?
Mr. Harrow.
Okay, first off, another thing about it. What time did he hit the breaker box? Oh, but he stopped showing up, so I don't even think that would matter anymore.
I'm flattered that you're interested in getting to know more about me, but we are not here to discuss my life. In fact, getting personal may derail our progress. That said, it's completely understandable that you'd need some time to settle in, to adjust to these parts, as you've aptly put it, and to me as well. And we've got a long road ahead of us. All right then, that's it for today.
You're no help. Indeed. Who else do we have? We have
That space
Riley.
junk? Can't say for sure, buddy, but I reckon the locals are scraping those as soon as they hit the ground. They probably think it's worth something. Or they just need a convenient tin roof for the chicken coop. Not that I've seen many of those around, to be fair. Now, speaking of things falling from grace, how about one Stargarita?
Surrender to gravity and drop your head on the counter with a thud. Back and forth, back and forth. Doesn't matter how far you lean forward, you're still teeter, like a swing.